Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Together we are the Office Blokes.
Yep. Yeah.
All three of us in the room. Yeah, and we're officially going to sign off the intro competition soon that's been going on for 6 months. There's a lot. I keep seeing a lot of comments about it. Yeah. Things happen. Things happened in between, starting the competition and then now. But we're back on track. We will sign it off very soon. Don't you worry. NASCAR Tempers Flare number 11, a good number for NASCAR.
Good number to start at.
Yeah. I don't know where number 1 came from, or number. I don't know. Why is number 11?
Well, it was a good one.
It was a good one.
gives time to get all the 1 to 10, the best ones of 1 to 10 in.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Precisely.
So,
and it's not just number 1; it's number 1 with an extra 1.
Yeah,
so it's like
a bonus,
like a double one.
Yeah, so it's like 1 plus 1.
It's even more 1 than 1.
Yeah, precisely.
Must be.
If any of that makes sense to you, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Right, NASCAR Tempers Flare 11. Should we do it?
Yep. Yeah, go
on. Martin Truex Jr. has the advantage as they come up the turn. He'll see the white flag one more time around. Martin Truex Jr. on the inside, looking for his first short track win, as well as a trip to Miami to try to defend his championship. The 2017 champion, will he get the bumper? Yes, he does. Here comes Logano. Logano on the inside, a drag race, they're sideways, and it's going to be Logano getting the win.
Is the guy third?
Look like it after all that.
Yeah. Truex not happy.
Whoa.
Great job, buddy.
Well, and
brakes
you see
on
the thumbs up from Joey Logano, but Martin Truex Jr. thumbs down. Let's hear from him. He's with Parker.
Right, Rick, he was joining in with the crowd booing there. So, Martin, you heard the boos. You heard what Joey had to say. What's your thoughts on that move at the end?
May won the battle, but he ain't win the damn war.
That's it?
That's it.
So he's not going to get there. You're not going to win the championship.
He ain't.
How do you retaliate?
I'm just not going to let him win it. I'm going to win it.
You're going to make it the championship for?
That's the plan right now.
And anything you want to say to all these fans out here that have come out and seen the show?
Appreciate them being here. They're awesome, man. This place is great. We should be in victory lane right now. But, it's just the way it went today. It didn't work out. But proud of my guys, proud of our team. And, everybody said we're out. Said we couldn't run good at Martinsville. We don't run good at short tracks. Our team's shutting down, so we can't make it to the championship 4. Yeah. Bring it on. I'm going to show everybody.
Would you have done the same to him in the same position?
I was next to him for 6 laps. I never knocked him out of the way. We were going to race hard for it in my book. And, I cleared him fair and square. We weren't even banging doors for me to pass him. He just drove to the back of me, knocked me out of the way. So, yeah, it's short track racing, but what goes around comes around.
Tell you one thing, that's a heck of an engine in there.
That was
this looks interesting.
It does, yeah.
He's going somewhere with a bit of purpose there, I think.
That wasn't tempers flaring. That was very calm and composed. He was obviously
he was
annoyed.
Considering, I think. Oh, he's highly annoyed, isn't he?
Yeah, he was disappointed, but I think what it was is I'm not sure what the other guy did wrong.
That's it. I don't know the rules in NASCAR, but it seemed like he was winning, and then as he sensed that he may get taken over, it looked like he dabbed the brakes to maybe throw off the other guy, and the other guy went into the back of him and then overtook him and won. So as like a non-NASCAR fan, that looked like he was playing a bit dirty. Yeah. And then it didn't work out for him.
I'm not sure.
He definitely slowed down into that last corner quite a lot, and then the other guy went like that.
Or slowing down to take the bend, and the guy never slowed.
It seemed like he slowed more.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Obviously, he's annoyed, so he thinks he's gone into the back of him on purpose, doesn't he? And thus, putting him off course a little bit.
Be interesting to see if he went on to do it. Did he go on to win the championship?
It would do, yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah.
No, he finished like 9th. I'll show you, you bastards.
Yeah, I like the phrase "what goes around comes around" in NASCAR.
Yeah,
it's just a circular track.
They just took a heck of a beating.
One lad.
Newman going at it.
It's like a little rabbit punch.
Wow. And what happened after the checkered flag between these two?
This is fun.
This is the All-Star race.
I love it. All right.
Commentator sounded like he was out of Beavis and Butthead for a minute.
And unlike other All-Star games, these fellas have to race each other every week of the season. Let's set that aside for the moment and talk to a happy All-Star winner. This is on the cool-down lap after the checkered flag.
Wow. So obviously something took place before all this.
Also, the race is over at this point.
Yeah.
But boy, are not happy at all.
Look like a machine.
Love it.
So which way did he go? Where is he?
Yeah.
Well, 14 shot me on the front straightaway earlier in the race. I just about turned him around. If I went into brakes, I would have turned him around. And then after the race, I just went up and tapped him in the back, let him know I didn't appreciate the way he raced me. And then he body slammed me. And then I hit him back a little bit on the back straightaway, and then he just cut across my nose in turn 3. So doesn't take much of a man to try to fight somebody with a helmet on. I think he should be embarrassed of himself. But we'll enjoy a nice cold Coke and try to figure out what we can learn from today. We didn't do very well with our 8 corners forward.
Thanks, Ryan. Matt?
And that was a version from
Getting
Ryan Newman. So what's your take, Clint, of what happened on this prize fight here on pit road?
Yeah, it was a damn sure surprise fight. I don't know what the hell his beef was. I thought he was a lap down. You know, our day was over. We lost track position there, got sideways, crossed up, and basically, you know, just buying time there and seeing if something's going to happen at the end. They got 4 wide off of 4. Hell, I thought he was a lap down. I checked up, and he run to my left rear, and that's the last I saw of him. And then
fuck's he on about?
No, I was just thinking
it was going through my mind, I must admit.
Someone's gonna have to break that down for us. Yeah. No idea, right?
He could have been. He didn't even need to be talking about racing, did he? He could have literally been describing any sport, and he'd be like, "Okay, all right."
It probably would fit into pretty much most sport. That what you just said.
Funny.
Oh man.
The race, he comes and runs into my back and turns me all around, and I pull up next to him, and he dumps me into 4. Where I come from, you get poked in the nose for that. That's what he got.
I dropped prizes out though.
Getting poked in the nose for dumping him in the 4.
Dumping him in the 4, yeah.
Sounds like a sex
dumped me in
move.
the 4.
That was bedroom antics.
Oh man.
Interesting turn of events that have taken place to start this race.
Listen, when you come to a road course, you have issues with the same people, it seems, every time. Right here at the 18 of Kyle Busch, this seems harmless to me. He gets underneath the 24 of William Byron. I thought this was no harm, no foul. I don't think Kyle Busch likes it. A few laps later, he sends the 24. We saw him go through the grass. We weren't sure how he got there. He got sent by the 18.
Again, what are you on about?
I'd finish it off. Okay, go sit around. And if I see that ET come back around here without you knocking the of him, we're going to have a problem.
That was Chad Knaus to his driver, so then you see the damage. How did he get the damage? After the green and white checker, you see the 18 slowing down. William Byron goes up and runs into the back of him to show him his displeasure. The problem is the damage is all to the 24.
And Steve, we've heard this before, the crew chief getting mad, telling the driver to react. Listen, I don't blame him for being mad, but you got to let the driver handle it. If not,
so his
you end
pit
up
crew
with a
told him
situation
to do
like
something
this. Now, who
about
came out on
it.
the short end?
Sounds like he done it.
William Byron has the car
Yeah.
that's destroyed. You got to let the driver handle it the way he feels.
Does it do
is
something
best.
about it now
If
after
not,
he'd
you can
gone
walk
into the back of him?
a fight that you end up losing.
You've seen it all in nonstop, and the crowd here loved it when Bubba Wallace got behind the 18 and turned him.
I'm starting to see why people like NASCAR. I'm getting it.
7-turn road course, and it started with a 7-time champion, Jimmy Johnson. We know the pressure, and you see right here, Bubba Wallace and Kyle Busch beating and banging down the front stretch. A big shot by Kyle Busch. Bubba Wallace says, I don't care, you're done. I'm sending you into turn 1. And listen, Bubba Wallace might have become a fan favorite with that move.
Yeah, a lot of contact here, and both drivers very aggressive on the front stretch, and then Bubba Wallace, after the 18 went by him, just decided, well, you're not gonna go any further around this turn. I'm gonna spin you.
Yeah, and this was the second accident in a cycle, if you can believe it.
Yeah, I mean, we remember where Bubba Wallace was turned around in the carousel. I think we know how that all started. Seems to be something going on.
I wonder if any of the guys that go into NASCAR are cops. or ex-cops, because they do like advanced driving courses and pit maneuvers and things like that.
No,
that was a pit maneuver. He just took that rear wing a little bit just to spin him.
I think they're trained to do all that though, aren't they? That's what they practice for. It's to be. I mean, you look at Formula One. You wouldn't think the speeds they're racing at and chasing down the cars in front of them and all that, but you wouldn't think any of them is.
I think it's all taught from your early age, isn't it? When they're doing go-karting and things like that.
But this is more physical, though, isn't it? This is
definitely. Yeah, you can definitely. There's more contact allowed in this without a doubt.
And you can fit in these cars. You can't fit in a Formula One car unless you're a midget.
That's what I was thinking when they showed that other guy after the fight before. And it's like, he's a big fella. He's not worried about shaving a couple of kilos to optimise the speed of the car, is he?
Yeah.
Drivers throughout the race.
The other incident you saw was the 48 of Jimmy Johnson got into the tire barrier.
Yeah, I was watching that, guys, as we were all watching it under nonstop. And coming out of the inner loop, Ryan Blaney got a little nose under Jimmy going into the carousel. Little contact was made. Jimmy stood in the throttle, hoping to stop the car from hitting the tire barrier. Was unsuccessful. Hard contact with the right front. Here's a 48 radio.
Earl, you find his spotter, tell him to beat his
There you have it.
You heard Earl very nonchalantly, yes, sir. Kelly.
Of Brandon Jones moving into the second spot. He started 27.
Yeah.
You're kidding. 32.
Oh,
big hit.
Natalie Decker is in the 54 and Spencer Boyd in the 20. Also Jordan Anderson involved.
Female driver.
Man, that 20 is torn up.
We'll see what happens here. He's in the middle of the screen. The orange truck. He's going to dip below Decker in the 54. Bounces up. Just wasn't quite clear of Natalie, and she was holding her line, and they clipped Boyd into that outside wall. Yeah.
That's enough.
41-year-old from
That is the only appropriate response when that happens, isn't it?
It's funny, isn't it? I've never watched NASCAR, but you know the names like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Bubba Wallace.
Wallace. Everyone else is called Kyle.
Yeah.
Tennessee, terrific finish. And this is what got Ben Rhodes upset. There's the 0-2 of Dipple kind of adoring him there on the white flag lap when we saw that Rhodes retaliated, and then Dipple came back and gave him a shot a couple of times as they came. And then afterwards, you see Ben Rhodes going back to try to get some revenge on Dipple, had to be separated.
I think maybe a little bit of...
They obviously lose their temper and just attack the driver sometimes, don't they?
Yeah.
But with the female drivers now, I wonder if there's ever been a case of someone just losing it and running up to the window of the car of the female driver and throwing punches. Just like losing it and not considering that they're beating a woman.
Yeah.
I think it's in their blood.
Fair enough. But it's interesting. It's like if they introduced like women into ice hockey, for example, like into men's teams, the sport would have to. No, I know it wouldn't happen. People wouldn't allow it.
I know what you mean. Yeah, that would be a different kettle of fish, wouldn't it?
The sport would have to change, wouldn't it? Like people probably really enjoy the violence that you get to see every now and again.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you'd be going, oh mate, no.
Yeah, it's never going to be a mixed sport, that is it?
No, you might get one female in a million that might be able to sort of like hack at a certain level, but not at a professional level. Just wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
I can't see
no
it.
chance. No, wouldn't have thought so.
I'm now aware of two. There's that Natalie that was just racing then, and there was quite a famous female NASCAR racer, wasn't there, that we touched upon on another video.
We did. Yeah, name escapes me, but we did do a video of her.
Yeah, she was like, she's very well known, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I've heard her name talked.
Did she pass away?
I don't know, but I've heard her talked about in other places as well. But she was like proper.
There was a famous race car driver that passed away not long ago, a couple of years ago maybe.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure she was NASCAR.
Could be right.
Formula One.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Can't think.
Frustration there, but it was just hard racing on the last lap, it looked like. Yeah.
Boy, Denny Hamlin just flying off turn 2. The cars stacked up 3 wide, and Hamlin had a run. There he went. Off he went.
And they went by Ryan Blaney 2 laps down. Stenhouse, this battle's not over yet.
They're holding you down tight here, quarter, south
Well,
side, quarter,
yeah.
south side.
I also thought Eric Jones might hold him down tight to the apron.
That's what Stenhouse did to Jones.
Exactly.
You're on the apron, stay on the apron.
Payback.
These two guys are willing to mix it up a little bit here, it looks like.
3 to go in stage 1.
Woo! 17 comes up, gets loose.
It's close.
Some great driving right there by both of those guys.
Okay, that 17's going to have to not be such of a dumbass.
Oh, my. We just seem to tune in into most opportune
I don't know if
times.
that was inopportune.
I'm supposed to apologize for that kind of language, but like you, I was too busy laughing. So consider that.
You know what, Austin? You know what Hill's saying? I don't want to be between these two. They've got history already today. Sauter and Self-Street all over each other.
Tory Racing will run some Xfinity races yet this season with Austin Hill in the seat.
I think
Before that
Daytona,
later
right?
in the summer. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, and there is Sauter. So we just saw Sauter move the 16 of Austin Hill.
I would guess that there probably was some contact that precipitated this.
A payback, possibly. He's running in the 7th position.
You talked about Johnny not finishing in the top 10 the last 3 races, make it 4 events.
You got to go back to the 2015 season, the last
It's a
time
big
that
by our
happened
standards Ford
for Johnny
F-150s,
Sauter
aren't they?
finishing outside the top 10.
For speed, they're doing in something
Well, let's see.
that
We
size.
saw Sauter move Hill. Hill repaying the favor and put Sauter in the wall.
Yeah, there's no question that I'm sure Austin Hill didn't like the way that he got sent down into turn number 1. And this is live.
This is live, so Sauter has just now wrecked Austin Hill.
I like this.
Well,
that's great, isn't it?
No, I think they'll mark Sauter for that.
Yes, indeed. So here is Sauter coming back to get Hill after Hill had moved Johnny and put Johnny into the wall.
I think
Johnny Sauter's day is done.
Really angry.
Yes, he is being sent to the garage. NASCAR said that's enough.
I think the NASCAR hauler will be.
That zip strip we got around the lot just takes away stuff needs to the racetrack. So we'll race on. Thanks to Helmar, thanks to Chevy, all my guys that kept my head in the game. Rick Crowley's an awesome spotter. Trip Bruce, we've been working together long enough. They know when to calm me down and when to give me a push. So that little bit of deal there gave me a little bit of a push, and we were able to get a top 5 out of it.
On to Canada, Alan.
Yeah, the other side of that conversation, Matt Crafton, we saw you talking with Stuart Friesen. What'd you say? What was the conversation between you two?
I just want to make sure we're all good and moved on. There's a lot of other ways we can do this instead of tearing up each other's equipment, and I just want to make sure he's on the same page with me, and we're going to let him be water under the bridge at this point. I cut him a huge break the lap before that. I got a run on him and got under him in 3, and I didn't know if I was going to wreck us both, so I lifted, and then the 45 ended up getting by me on that instant. And then I got down there in 2, and I got alongside him pretty good, and then we raced on the back straightaway in the 0-2. I'm like, okay, he's going to give me room. We're going to be able to go here 3 wide, and he just tried to peel me off on the 0-2, and I couldn't check up. But I think it's water under the bridge now. I sure hope it is.
And after round 1 of qualifying, Suarez went.
I'm guessing the number is the corner when they're saying on the 4.
It must, yeah.
And then it's referring to
the truck.
Yeah, referring to the cars by the numbers as well.
That's right, yeah.
But then peeling me off by the 3rd, 17 me in the face, a couple of 3s in the eye.
Yeah.
Looking for McDowell to have a conversation, and Michael McDowell went after him.
Take your helmet off,
Punches were
son. Come on.
thrown.
He still got put on the floor.
Crew chief
didn't he?
attempting to break it up. Eventually, they did, and they had a conversation. What was said, Jamie?
Well, I'm joined by Michael McDowell right now. You saw him, he had his helmet on, and it's almost like you knew that was coming. What happened on the track that led?
Heated words and punches thrown. Now, this was the aftermath when finally they calmed down and talked it over.
And Mike, you saw this building. I mean, the time's running out. They have less time this year than they've ever had before in these rounds. And there were so many cars at the end of pit road. It was just a matter of time.
I'm all right with that. You have a bit of a scrap and then they talk about it. And
it's a difficult one where in a sport where obviously a lot more contact is available, it is allowed. Yeah, it's difficult to know when it's out of order, I suppose, isn't it? Sometimes there's that many cars on the track as well, vying for the same space.
They'll know.
I suppose they do know, but obviously they're having a difference of opinion as well, aren't they? The other guy saying, "Well, actually, I'm fine. I'm perfectly within my rights to do that."
Well, saying if you're right and you're holding your line, and someone comes and what's it? You're holding your line. It's a bit of a dick move sometimes because you could back off and let them through, but then you've lost your track position, your momentum, everything that goes with it. You got to hold your line and go for it. And these beefs in the sport where the next race will go into now, and will he carry it into the next race? So that's what he's saying. I hope it's water under the bridge after the third on the 3 and the 41 coming through on the 48.
Coming on the face. The thing is, when you hold the line, though, love isn't always on time. So.
I just knew you were going to go down the Africa route. I really just... Toto, I should say. I just knew it.
Bad.
But it's... Yeah, he's a great sport though, but I think they do maybe hold a grudge and they do go back and just give it to him, don't they? And whether there's any comeback on that, I don't know. If they go back and
there's comeback on the fourth.
I'm going to get you on the 7th and 8th, 9th and 10th.
Yeah, I think they said
they're allowed to do it.
They're racing each other every week.
Yeah,
so there is going to be beef between some of them. And you did this to me 2 months ago. I've not forgotten about it.
I reckon they let it go after every race.
It seems like they had a scrap and then they talked about it and then it's okay.
It's a new race.
Otherwise, they'd be doing every single race, wouldn't they? It could be like 10, 15, 20 races in a series.
If you're carrying beefs, also in sport, if you're carrying beefs over into new races and you're hurting yourself, you're hampering yourself.
True.
So you want to just let it go.
Because you're just concentrating on one person now.
Focus on your race to win it.
Yeah. They could be thinking, I'm just going to get this guy back, but you couldn't, like, say, harming your own race then, couldn't you? So,
I suppose with such a dangerous sport as well, if everyone is going into it thinking that fucker from 2 months ago, people are going to get killed, aren't they?
Yeah.
Of course,
those sort of speeds, and everyone's going, I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
And then it just to be destruction derby, wouldn't it?
I think it's one of them where if you're in the race and the opportunity comes, you might take it up, sort of thing. You might think, got him.
Yeah, in certain sports where you think within this thing, I'm right here, but I can sort of do a bit of damage at the same time.
But I think going into the race, it's not in your mind.
Yeah, shouldn't be, should it?
No.
Shouldn't be.
But do you know what else I like about NASCAR is the commentary.
Yeah.
The commentators are great, aren't they? They just seem so laid back and everything. And
one of those commentators,
turn of phrase.
One of them about halfway through the video sounded like Bill Burr's impression of someone from the South.
Yeah.
I was going to say it, but then we started talking about something else.
It was good. Enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers. Guys.